am Sacha Jones from Stiggly Holistics, and today I'd like to show you how to make a couple of different facial scrubs. So join me in my kitchen, aka lab, as I show you how. You're going to love it. So for the very first one, I'm going to show you how to make it. You're going to need some old-fashioned oats. I do recommend the old-fashioned oats, which are the rolled oats, as opposed to steel-cut oats. I have tried it with steel-cut oats, and it's just, for my taste, really quite harsh and a bit too sharp for my face. It could be good for feet or something, but get the old-fashioned rolled oats. In fact, you can make a facial scrub with purely oats, and it could be really nice if you have extra sensitive skin to just do that. However, I always like to add a little bit of a floral flourish, so come a little closer and see what I have going on. Here I have some red rose petals, and they're quite crushed, but it doesn't matter because it's going right into the spice grinder. And here I have some lavender flowers, dried lavender flowers. All of these are organic, by the way. It's especially important, and most especially with roses, because non-organic roses use a lot of pesticides. And you can also use dried chamomile. And if you want to do that, and you don't have, you could use a chamomile tea bag and empty it out if you wanted to do that. So those are my flowers. The tool you'll need is a spice or coffee grinder, and that's pretty much what you're going to need. So let's make the scrub. So you get your coffee grinder and you plug it in, and you take your oats. You start with that. So open up the coffee grinder lid, and I'm going to put in say 3 tablespoons of oats. That should be enough for this demo. And I'm just going to put, I think I'm going to not put chamomile in mine. It sometimes makes me a bit itchy, but it really depends on your skin. I'm just going to put a nice pinch of lavender, maybe 2, yeah, go on, 2, and a hefty pinch or 2 of the rose petals. There you go. And then you grind. It's very simple. So just close it, press play, and then you have a look and see what it looks like. So I'll get some out for you and put it in my hand, and you'll see that it's got little bits of chunks of oats that haven't been ground, but some has. I think it's close to perfect, but I might do another little pulse. So pop it back in, a little extra pulse. Let's see now. There you go, it's really lovely. So then once you've done, and really, you know what, it's going to be up to you exactly how you like it. Some of you might like it a bit more chunky, and others of you more fine. When it's very fine, it makes a really lovely facial mask to leave on your face for a few minutes, or while you're in the bathtub or something like that. You can have a lovely glass container to keep it in. You know, just chuck it like that. It makes really lovely presents for people, and it smells divine. I wish you could smell it. It's so nice. So now we're going to show you how to use the facial scrub. Take a little bit, and you might want to have a spoon in your jar if you have it in the bathroom. You want to avoid getting moisture inside of the jar, because it will get a little moldy if you do that. So keep this as dry as possible. Take a little bit. I'm just going to demonstrate in my hand here. And take a little bit of water, and just make a little paste like that. And there you go. And you could just apply that all over your face, and your neck, and the top of your chest. You can even wash your armpits with it. It's really nice. It's so much nicer for your skin than soap, and it has a slightly abrasive quality, which really helps to remove the dirt. And you can see it's a little pink from the roses and the lavenders, and it smells so lovely, and it's delicious. So you could do this as every day if you want. So when you're using it on your face, you do circular motions like that, and then you rinse it off. And it's quite a good idea, by the way, to have a little sink catcher or like a sieve for your plug, because this will go down the sink and it can block up your drain quite easily. So there you go. There's facial scrub number 1. So now I'm going to show you a second facial scrub. This one is really good if you have oilier skin. So come join me. What you start off with what you've just made in the grinder. So you have the oats and the flour, and you put it into a bowl, and then you can add a little bit of green clay. This is French green clay. It's really good for pulling the impurities out of your skin. It's very nourishing. So I'm going to, well, in here I have about 3 or 4 teaspoons, I think. I'm going to add to it. So for this amount, I'm probably just going to put a couple of teaspoons and blend that in. And you can leave it just like that if you want. It's really nice. And again, it makes a good face mask as well as a scrub. But you can even step it up a notch further by adding a little bit of baking soda, and again, this is really good for oilier skin. So I'm going to add baking soda, another couple of teaspoons of baking soda, right there, and blend that all together. In fact, I may add a little bit more of my original blend here. It's quite so. More teaspoons, and blend this all together with your teaspoon. So lovely. It's going to be really, you're going to really like it. And as I said, this makes really nice presents as well. You put it in a fancy jar, charge a fortune for it. So you jar that up. And same as with the other one, you want to avoid adding moisture to the jar. So make sure you put it in something that has a nice tight seal, and avoid wet hands going in there. So pour a little bit in like that, or use a spoon or something like that. There you go.